hello. Do you wanna ride up? You got it?
No.
You got this?
I got this.
Okay.
What the dog? Ten free comment. The dog's on the sidewalk.
I need to exercise.
Okay.
Copy that. Copy that.
Maybe you should get your dad to go on bike rides with you. That might help him.
Well, he's already been put on a diet, so
Yeah,
I think one thing at a time.
I don't think that's going well. Officers were giving him a cheeseburger earlier, and I was like, hello? Stop it. That's... You got this. Oh my god, Bodon, please! You got this. No fence destroyed.
213, 1038, westbound Haywick Ave with a black Lamborghini occupied twice.
She's gonna comment on the antlers. Hi there, pretty lady.
Hello. Alright. Rip the band-aid off.
It's about Bryce.
What did he do?
He's not doing his deal. And, he knows. Because Bryce immediately got a phone call about it and said some choice words, as is the Bryce way. And immediately started feeling sick.
Sick how?
Nauseous. And he doesn't want to see a doctor about it, or, you know, Jeffy, just to be sure it's nothing. But apparently he was supposed to kill DuPont and decided he didn't want to kill DuPont and told DuPont this. And Norman called him and basically told him that he done messed up and sealed his fate, I guess.
690 Tenny.
I don't know what's going to happen. Snow tried to save the two of them. Got poisoned for it. Lost a lung. And got told he can only save DuPont.
Jesus.
Yeah. I think Bryce wanted to tell you, but he's not awake today, so I didn't want you to be in the dark about it. And I figure it's better I tell you than no one tells you.
Dispatch 337 request.
Does he still have time?
He had until Thursday to enact his deal. so I don't know how much time he has. He was pretty convinced he was going to die yesterday. He didn't, obviously, but,
Okay.
I know. It's Bryce.
Thank you for telling me.
Yeah, I hate that I only ever have bad news for you lately.
I mean, not necessarily. I think it's just that all the news lately has been bad. And that's just what it is, I guess.
Well, I'm being illegal because I'm sad and I need some cheer.
I'll allow it, I guess.
Thank you.
Even though it's not even past Thanksgiving.
Listen, I'm just doing the antlers. I'm not doing as much as I could.
Hey,
I may already have a design ready for the pea pod to be a candy pod.
oh my god.
It's gonna be really cute. It's gonna be red and white. But yeah, I figured it's better if it comes from me than someone else.
Well, I am glad to know. And it'll help me at least. I'm sorry I yelled at you the other day. And I didn't mean to come across that way. But when you told me Flop was out, I
I get it.
thought Matt wasn't okay.
I get it. I shouldn't have dropped it the way I did either. I should have. But they were calling.
Well, I mean, I had no way of knowing if you knew or not about Matt.
I mean, the only thing I can think is that a desperate father trying to get his kid back might do something stupid, like sacrifice himself for his son. My panic came from the fact that we are being called for, and it was why I was here to begin with. Because Juno got RPG'd. Casual. But it's okay. Rhodes is someone that you care about. I get it. I even called around because I misremembered about the Jeffy thing to see who had seen him, because I knew someone had.
What the heck? Have you heard anything about Dark? Or Flop, for that matter, since then?
Flop doesn't know who I am.
Is
So
he sick?
No. He seems healthy. I met him yesterday for the first time. I just have to befriend him all over again. I haven't seen Dark, though. Our shifts don't usually cross. So I don't have any update on Dark.
Okay.
But Flop is around. Balto made him pay for his own dog. So he's around and he's feisty.
What?
I guess he tried to give Norman his dog, and so Balto got his dog back.
What the heck?
And because he didn't remember his dog, Balto readopted Sock to Flop and made him pay for it again. He's
Okay, hold the phone.
okay.
He tried to offer his dog to Norman Bones.
He doesn't remember me, his parents, or anyone important to him, so I'm assuming the dog was important to him. I'm thinking Ziggy as well, because Ziggy was screaming about Flop at the courthouse and sounded very distressed. But he didn't remember that he even had a dog. So Balto was like, I have a dog that needs a home.
The dog back?
I don't know, Tess, but
He's not in an okay state to have that back.
he made him pay like $300,000 for him.
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Oh my
Balto
God.
did it.
Jesus.
Sock's okay. I didn't know that he'd offered him up to Norman until after.
What the heck?
Yeah. Whole thing's a mess, Tess.
That makes me concerned about who he's given Goldrun to.
No one yet.
Well, hopefully it's not someone who would offer their dog to Norman Bones.
I don't think it will be, Liv. Bundy made a joke about adopting Cy Carter, and he pulled any kind of adoption process away from him, so he does take that seriously, at least. I think Sock was just a different circumstance. I guess instead of trying to kill me, he decided to give up everything, including his dog. I don't know how to feel about that.
Well, I guess the important thing is that you're both here. In whatever capacity that is. I mean, it's better than the alternative, I guess.
Yeah. Can make new memories with him. Make fun of his clothes again soon.
You know anything about what's happening with Dark?
He said something he wasn't supposed to say, at that meeting you guys were at. Otherwise, I don't know too much. Specifically, I know that him and Matt have had a deal. He won't come near me.
Who?
Dark.
Well, I mean, I don't think he has the capacity to come anywhere at any point in time right now.
Well, no, I mean, like, before today, I was dragged into a meeting, and he was coughing up, like, black stuff, and I tried to offer him a tissue. and he-
Today?
No, this was last week,
Okay.
and he
Well,
ignored me and left eventually.
okay, it's clear you don't know what's happening.
Mm?
I was told he had a week to live.
Oh. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. That was the last that I heard, and that was on Saturday.
Okay.
So, I don't really know the details of it, but I know that his body is failing.
There was a rat in his stomach, that much I know.
Yeah, that's what I know too. It's about the extent of it. I know he also, I think, lost a lung.
I think he's lost several organs at this point, from what I
Yeah.
understand. I think a kidney?
It may have been a kidney, I think.
I think
Or
he
maybe it was
lost...
both. I'm not sure.
He's lost more than one thing, so it might have been both.
Yeah. But the last that I was told is they didn't expect him to finish out the week. But the doctors are working to try and make sure that he's okay.
Jeffy knows everything, so...
I mean, I don't know if that's gonna change or what exactly is happening. But I was so fixated on Matt that I didn't even really it
Wait.
didn't register with me until a couple days after.
Makes sense.
So I thought he was gone.
I haven't seen him yet. That doesn't mean that he's gone. I just...
Yeah, I know Matt's okay, but okay is a poor choice of words, I think,
Coping.
because between what's happening with Flop and what's happening with Dark, I just
And Cody.
yeah. And the worst part is I don't know if there's anything any of us can do aside from
Something
make
very
more
stupid.
deals.
Yep.
And that's just not an option. At least not for me.
People have been begging me not to make a deal, and I'm like, I've already discussed it with him that I will never make one. So he doesn't even try. Rose doesn't have it rough.
And on top of all that, everyone keeps asking me questions like I'm gonna make a deal or something.
What?
I don't know. Winston confronted me the other day.
Why?
I think there's just this one big game of telephone going around, and people are completely misconstruing what's going on. Because he asked me why I wasn't truthful with him about how I had talked to you about Norman.
What?
And I was like, what the heck do you even mean?
I mean, Rhodes and Winston have asked me, and I just told them what you told me, that you knew him from his days as a lawyer. You were acquainted, but you weren't close. But because you treat people like people and not, you know, trash, you know.
Well, I had literally talked to them the day before I talked to Winston and Lauren. And I basically told them that. And he asked me why I hadn't, or I had been dishonest about how much I had told
What?
you.
What?
When in that conversation, I said that I had had conversations with you about Norman. I don't know why he, like, thought I was lying about stuff or being shady, but I've been telling everyone that asks me about him the same thing. So I don't know what's going on, and I had 2 people ask me about what I had said at the hospital, that set Flop off,
Oh, yeah.
and it turns out I'm pretty sure Flop misunderstood what I was saying to you. Because apparently I think he thought that I was saying that I hadn't been at the meeting, when the reality was I was just talking about how I didn't know why the doctors let me back there, not that I didn't know why I was there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I
And
understood that.
yeah, I don't think Flop did.
Did he
And I
maybe
had 2
miss the
people ask me
question?
about it. I don't know.
Oh, I dropped a bottle cap.
And they were thinking that I was being dishonest about having gone to the meeting, when the reality was I wasn't exactly trying to advertise it back there because you were right there, and I wanted to talk to you in private, which I did.
Mm.
And I didn't really want you to find out that I was there in passing. I wanted to talk to you about it.
Are they being, like,
And,
hostile to you about this?
well, the way Winston approached me was weird.
Okay.
Because he started off all mysterious, like, you know, Tessa, we've always had a good working relationship. We've always been upfront and honest with each other. And then he confronted me and said, then why have you been dishonest about how much you've told Kiki?
Hmm?
And I don't think I've not told you stuff. As far as I'm aware, unless you've like missed things or I haven't fully explained something, I don't think I'm hiding anything from you.
I mean,
Or from him, for that matter.
oh, shit.
It's just been kind of weird.
That is weird.
And I don't know if he thinks maybe I went and made a deal or something. I think that might be it. But I don't know.
I
It
mean,
just,
he even asked me if I made one, and I was like, no, I've been staying the heck away from there.
yeah. I'd imagine he thinks that I know more than I'm letting on, but I really am trying to stay away from it.
I mean, I was purposely
The
not
only
telling you
reason
stuff,
I'm
so.
even involved in it is because of you and Matt and Dark and Flop and Bryce. Everyone that I care about has, at some degree, been involved with this. So I can't not be involved.
Mm.
you know, and I mean, I'm not blaming anyone, but I've tried really hard to stay away from that.
Same. And I think for a little while I was successful, and then it started coming back to me again. Warrior Angel, thank you for the follow. Hello and welcome. Hi there.
But I don't know. I think people just aren't communicating well. Like, even at
In
that
this
meeting,
city.
I know. Like, even at that meeting, I don't think people were honest. And I don't blame him for being suspicious of my involvement, but it's just kind of annoying
Is it
to have
because
to.
you kind of came out of left field?
Possibly. I mean, I wasn't exactly hiding my identity at the meeting. I had, like, face paint on, and that's about it. I had a wig on.
Oh, I didn't even see you.
Yeah, but I mean, I wasn't trying to hide the fact, but I got an invitation from Dark, and out of respect for him, I told him that I would go and share whatever I had. But when I got there, I realized that literally every other person at that meeting knew more than me. So I just didn't say anything.
But I doubt every person at that meeting had the whole picture.
Probably not. He wanted me to go and share what I knew about him as an attorney, but I mean,
It's old information.
I don't think any of that is helpful.
No.
Because I've already told it to everyone that matters. Or has asked. And I'll continue to do so, because that is literally what I know. When I knew him, he was not some supernatural being. He didn't have crows. He didn't have the lighthouse. That wasn't his domain. He was just an ordinary guy. He was weird. I'll give him that.
I remember you telling me that.
But I had a lot of weird friends back then. Like, I was friends with Smiley.
It's because you're a good person and you treat people and not like monsters.
Sometimes they turn out to be a chatterbox, and sometimes they turn out to be a Smiley.
Yeah.
So, your mileage may vary, but that's just who I am. And I'm not going to change that because somebody decided to turn into a literal god of death. That's not my fault.
Nope.
And frankly, I don't think what's in that lighthouse is the person that I knew.
I've been in it. It's nothing but bones and skulls. And birds. It's like the catacombs of Paris, but in a lighthouse.
Well, I just don't think that this Norman is my Norman.
No.
I think he's gone.
In fact, people are saying that he's Norman, but also like a second person within him. And Bryce had this idea of basically Care Bear staring him and overwhelming him with love and feelings until he was human again. And I was like, that is stupid, even for you, bud. I don't know. I don't know what he is, other than uncomfortable and unsettling. I'm doing my best to stay away from him.
Alright. I think that's about all you can do. Thank you for letting me know about Bryce.
Of course.
I wish I could say I was surprised, but
Oh man, I can't believe it. Bryce didn't want to kill someone. Oh my god. Can't believe him.
well. I can certainly understand why he wouldn't want to. And, you know, if it was somebody that had been chosen, like Mel or Sai or somebody that was really awful, I could maybe understand that. I wouldn't
Mel or
condone it,
Pred.
but I could understand it more than you or DuPont.
But that's not as fun.
Yeah.
Unrelated, can I get your opinion if I'm being too paranoid?
Okay.
So, the other night when you rescued me from the chairs in Polito, I was there to sell a guy an iguana to begin with. I got really weird vibes when I was talking to him in person. And ever since then, he's been texting me like every day. And I don't know. I don't know if I'm just too paranoid from... You think so?
What is he saying?
I mean, it's all weird conversational stuff, but I think it's more the way he says things. Like, he says hello every day. He says goodnight. I don't know.
Overly friendly?
He's incredibly friendly, and... I don't
friendly in a creepy way, or
a little bit. Like when I was talking to him.
could it be flirting?
No, it's not.
Okay. Sometimes really awkward people try to flirt and it comes off really creepy, and then they
No,
don't intend to actually sound like a serial killer,
he
but
was.
then it's awkward.
I don't know. He was telling me like he wants friends and stuff, but he was really unsettling and really uncomfortable. Had his face all covered up and everything, and while I was talking to him, there were mass amounts of gunshots outside, and I was like, "Oh boy, am I about to die?" And I don't know if I'm just being paranoid because of everything that's happened to me in the last year, or just if I'm justified. His name is Oberon Dawes. Dawes. So I don't know. I can't tell if I have a new stalker or if he's just very awkward. He texted me a few hours ago saying, I think I'm being followed. And I was like, be careful? Question mark.
I say trust your gut and do what you think is the safest.
Don't ever be alone around him.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I just don't know what it is. When I met him, it was just... I've met some awkward people, but I've never felt uncomfortable. Or nervous.
Well, that's your gut telling you something's wrong, and that person may be some kind of psycho.
Yeah. I mean, when I give him what I call the Norman treatment, where I give non-committal answers that don't give away anything whenever he texts me.
Well, I'd recommend not doing anything to set him off,
Oh, that's, yep.
but, just politely stay away from him.
Am I too nice? Is that my problem?
Yeah, like 100% of your problems are because you're too nice.
God. I don't like
I'm
being...
not saying that to be mean.
I know.
It's my observation that you
I
have trouble
know.
saying no. You
I-
are a very nice person, and I see a lot of myself in you from a long time ago. And
Yeah.
it's not a bad thing. It's just you are at a higher risk of your niceness hurting you badly.
Yeah, it got me ocean dumped.
Yep.
You know, Brian Knight tried to gaslight me about that yesterday.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was on some kind of substance that day. Just so you know. I don't know whether his story about remembering things is correct or not,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't trust Brian.
I don't
Not
either.
even a little bit.
Fred also tried to hit me with a truck today.
Of course he did.
Yeah, Veronica instead, because she jumped in front of me, but still, like, come on.
Well,
Yeah, but I know, I've been trying to get better at saying no, and I have. I've told a lot of people no in the last few days. I feel bad about it, but I've done it.
I think you just need to go through a backbone season arc.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think I don't have a backbone?
Remember to give him one of these. Somebody tries to guilt you into something, you give him one of these.
Give him 2 of those.
Yeah, the stink eye too. You gotta do
Uh-huh.
the stink eye.
Mm-hmm. I think you're better at that than I am.
Well, I do have a pretty good Angie face.
Mm-hmm. I've seen it.
But, I mean, in all seriousness, sometimes you do have to say no for your sanity. We've had this conversation before, so I'm not gonna harp on it, but I do very much think you are too nice at times, and it is to your own detriment.
I know.
There's nothing wrong with it, but it affects you negatively.
There's
Doesn't
something
affect
wrong
other
with it
people
when I get
negatively.
hurt from it, so...
Yeah. I'm still like that sometimes, but I know more now when I can say no and when I can't.
I think it's just I want to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. And then it, backfires. I'm giving Fauna a chance, but I'm being very careful about it.
Fauna?
Formerly Mayflowers, formerly a Smiley.
Oh.
They were one that Kenneth had forced into the group. They're out now. They're on parole. They have sold every possession that was associated with that group. They're opening a storefront. They're moving past it. And they were scared of me.
Why?
They were scared of what I would do if I saw them because of what I went through, when honestly, I think they had it worse than I did. I mean, not to... Kenneth messed me up. It's not even just what he did to me physically.
Probably messed them up too.
Exactly.
Brainwashing.
making them do things I didn't want to do. When all he did was he just made me more paranoid and gave me nightmares. That's all. But I'm giving them a chance, but I'm, other than our initial conversation, not going to spend time with them alone, you know. Being careful.
Good idea.
Hmm.
Did anyone other than me know where you were?
Flop did. This was the week before last. This wasn't the Polito thing. Oberon was the one I talked to in Polito. There's a cop that's been kidnapped.
Mm.
Off duty, so they can't track her.
You know who?
Charlotte Fairfield.
Oh yeah.
She was
Happens
with
every other day.
she was with Lee though when it happened, and they also shot Lee's dog. I've already taken care of the dog.
Oh my, what?
Yeah, they shot Lee's dog with a shotgun. I've already taken care of him. He's okay, but
Who did?
I don't know. The people who took Charlotte, and then Lee went into manic mode and vigilante mode. Went off to find her.
I need to get on
Yeah.
duty, I think. I'm gonna go kill somebody.
Okay.
Or just strangle them, I don't know. Whichever one.
I mean,
Who's
they shot a
first?
dog, so maybe they should suffer the same way the dog did.
Can't believe it. Okay.
People are psychopaths, love.
I thought you meant the cop shot the dog. At
No.
first.
The people. No.
It's like, wait
The
a
people
minute.
who took Charlotte shot the dog, and then Cy Cotter took her
Okay.
again after she was found. So
Cy Carter.
that's what the 911 said. Oh,
Oh dear. Okay.
that's Mission Row.
I love you.
I love you
Alright.
too.
Thank you for letting me know.
Mm. Oh, my birthday's coming up
No.
soon.
Oh God.
I know.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Everything's been so crazy. I almost just want a quiet day or something.
Okay.
So I don't know yet. Unless there's something I've been trying for like a year. It'd probably be a pretty fun birthday present. But only if you want to. What? What? Are you scared?
I don't know. I don't know if I can live up to your expectations.
Of a ride along.
Well, I mean, you kind of had like a really extravagant thing planned for me on my birthday.
I know.
And now I feel like just a ride along is kind of like poop.
Tess, since then things have been crazy and awful and a mess. I mean, if we can come up with something over the top, we can, but we don't have to. I'm happy to just have a quiet day to make up for all the craziness of the last couple months. We'll workshop it.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything you would absolutely hate?
Like for my birthday?
Yeah.
Not seeing you?
Okay.
I can't think of anything that I would hate.
Yeah, like, I don't know if you had something big going on. Would you not like that? Would you hate it? Would you be unhappy?
I mean, if I had a big thing, I wouldn't be unhappy, no. Did you want to plan
Okay.
something?
I don't know. I'm
It's
just
up
thinking
to
of
you. You have a
things.
month. It's on the 8th.
Yeah, but I didn't know if you would hate that.
I wouldn't hate that. I don't know. I wouldn't hate that. No.
Okay. What day does that fall on?
I think it's a Tuesday or a Wednesday. It's a Thursday.
Okay. Then the one thing that you said you would hate won't happen.
Good. We'll workshop it. We'll see what we can come up with. Unless you want to take lead on planning something, that's up to you.
I got this.
You got
I
it?
can do it.
Yeah?
You know.
Okay, I'll leave it to you then.
Okay.
No pressure, Hummingbird. You're okay.
I gotta go.
Okay, I love you.